Hello, today we're going to learn how to create a bonsai. The first thing to consider is to know if it's going to be an indoor bonsai or an outdoor bonsai. Indoor are usually tropical plants and outdoor commonly are pines and junipers. We are working with a tropical Fukian tea tree. And of course, to do this, you need to buy a starter tree from a nursery. And once you select your bonsai, you need materials to work. So you're going to need a scissors, a pruner, chopsticks, a bonsai pot, bonsai soil, and of course wire later on. So those are the materials you're going to need. And the places where you can get this material is mostly online. There's no local stores that carry most of these things, but if you go a search for bonsai supplies, you will actually find what you need. All right, let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is remove the tree from the nursery pot. So we do this gently. We just pull a little bit, like so, just not to disturb much of the root system. And then once you do that, you place it on your table and remove the soil. And the way to do that is when you use your chopsticks and start removing the top soil there. You start removing little by little until you have only some soil left. It's common to remove up to a third of the soil. And of course, what you need to do is to have the soil that it's going to be in the bonsai pot. So you see the bonsai pot is a smaller pot, so it takes less soil. So you need to finally remove the soil to do that. You turn the tree upside down and you can also remove soil from the bottom of the tree. As I mentioned, very gently. That's the reason we do the chopsticks, so we don't damage the roots that are left. After that, we need to decide what is going to be the front of our tree. So this takes a little inspection. You turn the tree. What do you like best? So that's what you need to decide. What's going to be the angle you're going to be looking at most of the time. What we're doing is shaping the tree. So we just worked on the root system. So we now need to prune also the top of the tree. So we need to prune foliage, but also branches. So you need to select and be watchful of what's alive, what is not. If it's too, if the leaves are too many, if they're pointing down, you need to take them off. So there's a whatever you feel like you want to work on, that's the best approach. So what you think is best. Usually we recommend that the branches be closer to the middle trunk, the main trunk. So if it's too far away from the main trunk, it looks sporadic. So you need to keep things tight and neat regarding when you're pruning. So just like I said, it's a lot of maybe turning the tree in different angles. Look at what you're doing. The branch system, usually in bonsai, there's like a first branch, second branch, top, third branch, and the top. So we need to figure out what those are going to be in your tree. And usually the main branch is always the lower branch. And most of the species, not all, but most, we try to have like a semi-triangle shape. So the base on the bottom of the foliage and the apex on the top of the foliage. So a little bit of like a triangle. Visualize a triangle if you can, and prune either branches or leaves for that. Once that's done, we need to prepare the bonsai pot. So the bonsai pot usually has draining holes, what we do is put a mesh on those draining holes, so the bonsai soil usually it's smaller than regular soil, so it doesn't escape when you water the plant. So this is the reason we have the mesh, and also big insects can go inside the pot as well. So it's protection and also protects soil. Then we use wire to protect the root system, not protect, to secure the root system to the pot. Once the wires are placed, we add potting mix. A little bit of potting mix to the base of the pot. When we place the tree in the pot, we're going to try to place it a little bit off center, and then we're going to start wiring the root system. Of course, very carefully without damaging those roots, because we took a lot off. So the remaining ones we need to take care of. What we're trying to do with the wiring of the bonsai tree is to create a basket with the wires on top of the root system. So that's the reason we need to do the tighten the the, the wire in several locations. So good test is you can just grab it with the trunk right there, and it brings up the pot. That means that it's pretty well tied. Okay. When you water the tree, this is the way to water the tree. It needs to be with low pressure, or you can do mist. If it's a small bonsai, you can also do mist, like so. So that would be the best way to water a bonsai. If you add too much pressure, the soil on top of the pot will move. So this is the best way to do it. That's it, folks.